Hey everyone, it's Anna and welcome to my channel. I make faith-related videos on all sorts of different topics, and today I'm going to be telling you my 5 top secret tips. They're not really top secret since I'm going to tell them to you, but I'm going to be talking about how to be successful in high school. And guys, let me tell you, this is great life advice for any stage in life. So even if you're a little bit younger than high school, older than high school, this is great advice pretty much for any stage in life. And let me tell you, I wish so much that someone had sat me down before I entered high school and told me these things. And I had heard probably them, in different places, little by little, but no one ever sat me down, ever gave me a concise video like this to tell me exactly how to succeed in high school. And let me tell you, a lot of the other videos you guys are going to see on YouTube are going to talk about how to keep your grades up and how to hack your way through school. This, guys, is not going to be about that. This is going to be about how to be successful in high school as a season of a life, because high school is so much more than just your grades. But I've noticed that these things have actually helped me keep my grades up more than anything else. Obviously you need to study, but I think we all know that anyways. And if you're looking for ways to hack through high school, then Quizlet is the answer. Everyone knows Quizlet is the answer. All of that aside, this video is going to be about how to really grow and thrive as a Christian in the season of life that is high school. And if you implement these things right now, your future self is going to be thanking you so much. So listen up. My tip number 1 is put your relationship with God first, above all else. Your whole high school experience depends on this. Your whole life depends on this. This is the most important thing ever. And once you put God first in your life, then everything else is just gonna align. But the thing is, we talk about putting God first so much in church that it kind of loses its meaning and we're not really sure what it even means anymore. We're like, okay, I'm supposed to put God first, but what does that actually mean on a practical daily level? Well, let me tell you guys, one of the things is for sure daily devotions. Every day, spending time in the Word, spending time with God, praying and talking to Him, and building a relationship with Him. Because think about it, if you had a boyfriend or girlfriend that you never ever talked to, never texted, never communicated with at all, that would be a very strange relationship. But for some reason, as Christians, we think that's okay with our relationship with God to completely ignore Him for months and months on end. But your relationship with God is not going to grow if you do not spend time in the Word, time with Him daily. And I wish that I had really done this in my life earlier, because honestly, I did not grow as a Christian for years because I was not daily spending time in the Word. Going to church, just having good friends is not enough. You need to make your relationship with God your own, and you need to do daily devotions every day. And I'm not saying this from a legalistic point of view, oh, if you miss a day, you're a bad person. It's so much more about what's in the heart, but just having God first is so important. And I know with high school, you can get so busy with sports and extracurriculars and everything that sometimes it's hard. So what I've started doing is instead of doing daily devotions in the morning when I'm in a rush and I'm not really paying attention, I usually just pray in the morning and then I do my daily devotions in the evening during the school year. So that's really helped me. So it really depends on your schedule. Maybe that will help you. Tip number 2, pick your friends wisely. And let me tell you, this one is actually going to help your grades a lot more than you think it is. I know so many kids that are going to high school that don't think that who their friends are matters. They just think that who they are matters and they can be friends with whoever. And they can resist the influence other people put on them. But honestly, guys, this is just a very unwise position to put yourself in. Surrounding yourself with a bunch of friends that you don't want to be that are wanting to do bad things is just not a good idea. I mean, think about it. Even from a practical point of view, whenever you're around your friends, you want to be able to let your hair down, you want to be able to just relax and have fun and be comfortable. But if you're constantly putting yourself around friends where you have to make sure you're not going to go out and do something wrong with them because they're constantly putting bad pressure on you, then you're just not putting yourself in a good position. And let me tell you, you are a lot less strong than you think you are standing up to a bunch of friends who are wanting to do the wrong thing. Seriously, your friends should be people that you want to be more like, because you will become more like them. So just think about it. Do you want to be more like your friends, or are your friends the type of people that you're trying to resist their influence? And going into high school or switching schools or a new school year are all perfect times to switch up your friend group if you feel like you are having issues with your friend group. Number 3, cast your cares on Him. So obviously this is a Bible verse, but We all know school can get stressful, like trying to juggle all of those social activities, sports, church, youth group, all the stuff that you're doing. It is gonna get really stressful. But the thing is, whenever you're overwhelmed, you just need to turn to God. And I know a lot of times I turn to worry, fear, anxiety, even complaining, but these things don't help. In fact, they make the issue worse. So guys, if you turn to God, if you truly cast your cares on Him, whenever you feel overwhelmed, if you actually take a moment to pray, I'm telling you, things will just go so much better for you. Number 4 is stay organized. So guys, this is not rocket science. So many of your grades in high school are just going to be these random completion grades for having a worksheet with you or just having your stuff organized. Honestly, I cannot say how many times that I've gotten like just a random 100 quiz grade in the grade book just for having a random worksheet with me, and I didn't even have to like take a quiz or anything. What shocks me every time is whenever a teacher says they're gonna give you a completion grade for having a worksheet with you, inevitably, all the people who need a good grade in the grade book are the ones who aren't organized enough to have their stuff, and the people who already have A's in the class are the ones that show up with the worksheet. Like, explain to me. I totally understand if someone is struggling in a subject, if school is not their thing. I completely understand that. I'm not looking down on anyone. Just saying, like, it's not rocket science to keep track of a worksheet. Obviously, that's showing that it's not that you can't do it, it's that you just don't want to do it. Then teachers can tell too that you are not trying if you just can't show them a worksheet. So if you're not really organized in real life, that doesn't matter, just stay organized for school. Well, I use one of these like huge bulky binders, and let me tell you, it gets pretty thick during the school year. Right now there's like nothing in it, but it gets really thick during the school year, and so I know it's not everyone's thing to carry around a huge bulky binder, but then you need to find your own system. A lot of my friends use like a separate binder for each class or a folder or something, but keep track of your stuff. It's super important. You can keep your grades up just by being organized. And number 5, my last piece of advice, look at extra credit like insurance. So I'm gonna explain this one for you. Unless you have 100 in the class, you should always, 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 always do the extra credit. A lot of kids treat extra credit like a last straw to boost their grade whenever it really is low, but let me tell you, it's better to treat extra credit like insurance. Always do extra credit so that it will pad your grade, so then on a day whenever you don't do so well on a quiz or you didn't have really a lot of time to study for a test, then you can kind of count on that extra credit to sort of cushion your grade a little bit, and that will really help. I always do this. The only reason I see for not doing extra credit is if you do have a pretty high grade in the class and the extra credit is like a huge project, but most of the time extra credit, like for me, has just been doing like a couple of extra problems or a bonus worksheet. So always do those bonus worksheets. It helps you so much. They treat it like insurance. Basically, you do it now and it'll help you later, and don't treat extra credit like a last straw. So that's kind of my 5 tips that I have for high school. Let me tell you, these things are gonna keep your grades up more than anything else will. Obviously, you need to study hard and try your best, but I mean, those things go without being said. So I hope you guys have an awesome week. I hope this advice helped, and also just saying, friends, don't let friends pass up on good advice, so send this video to someone who needs it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Guys, I can't believe I totally forgot the last piece of advice on how to be successful in high school is to subscribe to this channel, because let me tell you, I'm going to be bringing a lot of high school advice your way. So yeah, what are you waiting for? Subscribe! Like, please though, subscribe.